spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Fancher. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's knocked down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Owls have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the ground, it's Campbell. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
There's a reason third down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front, and then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll run it. And the Gators will keep this drive going. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Gators get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Feeling some heat. Setting up the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Finds a spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL. 4th
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Tucker. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Looking to move it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Working that left side now. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to barge their way in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal.
42 Spider. 4.
Trying to slam in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And this one splits the uprights. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a big gain. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this 2nd half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll give it to Johnson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Okay, ready?
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Get set, get set.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds his tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the boys? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they've moved out front here in the
the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't make his way in. The 2-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their wing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And the Gators are marching down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Hayes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Off play action. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Finds his man, it's Wilson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Back to the air one more time. Makes his connection. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. No huddle offense to the line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run play action. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Forced out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tucker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Wiggles free.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Easy. Can. Flip it. Check. Hey, can.
They go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock, get my kicker in the position he wants to be in, try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.